Hi, welcome back to Gardening at McClucken. Sorry if my voice is a bit rough today. I just came out here and watered my car orange tree, my fig tree, my asparagus. That right there is a male plant, so it kind of died back already, but the crown is still alive. Now people say, why garden? Why put in all the hard work when you could go to the store and get a can of tomato sauce? For me, that answer is because hard work pays off, You get better tasting tomatoes. You get the joy of coming out here and seeing your plant blossom. You can come out here and see your plant grow tomatoes. You can see your plant, make the tomatoes turn red. And then you get that sweet tasting fruit that is a tomato. You can also get sweet potatoes that you grew. All it takes is one sweet potato to grow slips, and you can have this luscious bud here. You cannot find the sweet potato leaves themselves in stores. The sweet potato leaves are full of potassium. You can cook them like spinach. You can dehydrate them and add them into your egg products, your scrambled eggs, your soufflés, your omelets, that's what I do. You don't get petunias that grow wild like mine do. You can buy them, you can buy a plant from the store, but then you still have to plant it and water it, and, this is all grown from seed. And this is my third year having it, and it comes back on its own, and it comes back in unexpected places, like my water spigot out there, like over there in my extension bed, like right there. You think I planted these over here? No, I did not. Look at the deep, deep purple of those right there. Aren't they absolutely gorgeous? And you get, variegated colors. That's why I planted them from seed, because I wanted that, Yes, you can go to the store and purchase a plant and plant it, but it's just not the same, You don't get the joy of seeing it sprout and germinate and produce flowers like you would with the home planted one. Because when you buy it at the store, you already know what color it is, because it's already in bloom. So that's why I grow it myself. I grow asparagus. Yes, I get it like maybe 2 to 3 times a year. But look at that. These right here are the seeds, the berries that's in it, that it grows. This is a female plant. It produces seed. There are seeds, 5 to 6 seeds in there. You have to wait until it turns red. Where is the red one? I thought I saw some. Like this one here is turning red. There's some other red ones in here too, but you have to wait till they turn a deep red before you can harvest it and then take out the seed. There's another tomato plant that's doing so well. My watermelon plants, they're struggling with this heat, but I come out here and water it twice a day, and they're still going strong. This is my squash. I need to come out here and trim off some of these dying leaves. But yeah, you see, the more I pick it, the more it's going to produce for me. There's 2 of them right there. See them? I'm going to wait for those to get a little bit bigger. I've got another big one that's getting big over here. Got bell peppers. I've got another squash, more tomatoes, more squash. Summer yellow crooked neck squash there. And a lot more tomatoes. I mean, this plant is just loaded with tomatoes. I'm proud of that. You can come out here and pick your own sage and your borage. which is really good for bees, and you could also add it to salads for a peppery taste. I've got purple basil. You're not going to find that in the store. I've got more bell peppers down here. I'm growing my own rosemary. Look at the size of this bell pepper. I mean, not bell pepper, but the basil. I need to come out here and pinch that off, some stalks off, and dry out some basil so I can have it in the winter. Look at these gorgeous tomatoes here. And that one over there. And then I've got a lot more tomatoes over here. I've got sweet potatoes growing over here. This white stuff here, that's eggshells, crushed eggshells. I'm starting to have a problem with a greenhorn, tomato worm that's getting in there. But look at the size of that tomato plant. I mean, that's a sweet potato slip. But this is my tomato. Just harvested some tomatoes this morning. Look at this. More tomatoes. And if you plant the tomatoes by seed, if you start them from seed, you're getting your tomatoes for pennies. Just for pennies. And then what you plant, you can buy it by the plant, of course, which is what I did this year because it was too late for me to start it from seed. You could buy, I only paid $3.33 per plant. You think you would pay that much for just the tomatoes from the first blush? Yes, you would pay that and more. Look at this. Just tomatoes galore. Something's been eating this one. So we just toss it off to the side. This one here has baby tomatoes. It has larger tomatoes. So do yourself a favor. Start your plants for the fall garden. Look at this. Look how all those luscious tomatoes there. Start your seeds today for your fall garden, because your budget, your bottom line is going to be thanking you. Seriously, it will be saying thank you and that money you can put towards your mortgage. You can put towards your child savings account. Whatever. Here's a tomato plant that just started itself. And it's full of blooms. Yeah. And it's getting water from when I water my squash. So, like I said, do yourself a favor. Start your own garden. It is so worth it. And with the recalls and everything else that's going on in this world, jalapenos have been recalled because, they're contaminated. I start my own strawberries. I started my beans from scratch. Yes, they haven't produced me anything yet, but they will. They're getting healthier. See how dark that leaf is compared to that leaf? It's getting healthier, So yes, save money, save the stress of high prices, and just go to Home Depot, go to Lowe's, go to Baker Creek Seed Company, anywhere. Get your seeds, start your own garden, save yourself a lot of money. Yes, like I said, it's going to take a lot of hard work, but you get this luscious garden just from starting your own plants, from starting your own garden. Like I planted maybe 10 to 12 slips in this bed here alone for my sweet potatoes. Got it off maybe 2 plants. because I wasn't really trained to grow slips. You know, the sweet potatoes I harvested last year, I had a couple left. They were growing slips, and that's what I used for this bed. Now look at it. Look how lush and beautiful that bed is. All because I took slips off of a couple of sweet potatoes and I planted them out here in their waters, and that was it. Now look how gorgeous. I will be getting fresh sweet potatoes for Thanksgiving and for Christmas and for sweet potato fries whenever I feel like it during the winter. Sorry, my voice is going. I water the tops of the leaves because it will drip down and water the plant itself. And also, bees will come in here and bees will drink the water. That's why I also water the tops of my asparagus over there. I also water the root system too. But the bees will come and they'll drink the water off the plant itself, which is what this bee right here is trying to do. Because, you know, wildlife needs water too. And I'm anxiously awaiting for this little guy here to ripen so I can add him to something. Like I said, go out, start a garden. It's very therapeutic. It's cheaper than therapy. You come home from work and you're all stressed out because your boss yelled at you or you got evil coworkers. Come out and water your garden. You'll feel less stress. Trust me. I know that from experience. Look how many tomatoes are in that one. Absolutely gorgeous. So have a good day, everyone. Thanks for watching my channel. If you like this video, if you like gardening, if you want to learn more from me, if you want to watch me plant my fall garden pretty soon, give me a thumbs up. That's a like. And while you're there, consider subscribing to my channel. Every little bit helps. Happy gardening, everyone. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.